Bafana Bafana are aiming to cause another major upset against Nigeria in Uyo. South Africa did the unthinkable in 2017 when they beat the Super Eagles 2-0 in a 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier at the same venue. This remains the only win for South Africa's senior men's national team over Nigeria in an official match. However, Bafana Bafana are already at a disadvantage due to travel weariness. Their chartered flight was delayed twice before they reached their final destination after traveling for more than 24 hours to Uyo in southeastern Nigeria. But despite all the challenges they encountered, Bafana Bafana coach Hugo Broos says his players can rise to the occasion against the highly rated Nigeria.
Every one of us wants to go and wants to be qualified for the World Cup in 26, but we are in front of two very tough games. First of all, Nigeria, finalist AFCON, players who are playing in the best competitions in Europe. At the other side, we saw also what we can do against them on AFCON.
The two nations met in the semi-final of the Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast earlier this year. The match ended 1-1 after extra time. Broos believes Bafana Bafana were unlucky to eventually lose 4-2 on penalties in a match they totally dominated.
We just want to have a good result against Nigeria because it's qualified for the World Cup. We don't think about revenge, we don't think about whatever. It's a total different game. You play for qualifiers for a World Cup, and you know losing the game should not really be a disaster, because after those two games now you have still 6 games to play.
Bafana Bafana will return to South Africa after the match in Uyo for another World Cup qualifier, this time against Zimbabwe in Bloemfontein on Tuesday evening. But defender Nkosinati SABC says the players are not getting ahead of themselves.
It's a matter of, mentality and confidence, I think with the group we have now, we believe, that we can compete with the likes of Nigeria, So for us, if we are confident enough on Friday and have the good mentality that we always show, I think we'll get the results over Nigeria.
Bafana Bafana striker Ikram Reyners says even though their goal is to get at least 4 points from the 2 matches, they'll go all out for victory in Uyo and Bloemfontein.
Sometimes games like this is very difficult, but I think also if we go with the right mentality, because I can see we have good players and the squad we have also good. Everyone is believing in themselves, like all the players. So for me also, if we can get a win, I'll be happy. But if we get a draw, then we had to focus on the next game, because like the coach said, they want 4 points out of the 2 games. So even if you can get 6 points, you never know what can happen.
The match between Bafana Bafana and Nigeria will be screened live on SABC 1 and the SABC Sports channel at 9 this evening. Sfiso Ramara, SABC News.